Thurgood Marshall was born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1908. Baltimore, a bustling city with a rich history, was also a place of stark contrasts. He grew up during a time of segregation, a period marked by racial divides and social injustice. This meant that black people and white people were kept separate in almost every aspect of daily life. They had different schools, restaurants, and even water fountains. The separation was a constant reminder of inequality. Despite these challenges, young Thurgood was full of life and curiosity. He loved to debate, he loved to read. Books were his window to a world beyond the confines of segregation. He was a natural storyteller, captivating his friends with dramatic retellings of historical events. His ability to weave tales was more than just a pastime. It was a skill that would later serve him well in the courtroom. Marshall's parents believed in the power of education. They saw it as a path to a better future. His father, William, instilled in him a deep respect for the law. He would often engage Thurgood in discussions about current events and legal matters. He would often take Thurgood to court to observe trials. These visits were more than just outings, they were lessons in justice and the workings of the legal system. His mother, Norma, was a teacher. She nurtured his love for learning and encouraged his sharp mind. She believed that education was the key to unlocking potential and breaking down barriers. These early experiences shaped Marshall's character. They instilled in him a sense of purpose and a desire to make a difference. He saw firsthand the injustice of segregation. The unfairness of it all left a lasting impression on him. He also witnessed the power of the law. He saw how it could be used to both oppress and liberate. It was in these formative years that a seed was planted, a seed that would grow into a lifelong commitment to fighting for justice and equality. Thurgood Marshall's early life was a testament to the power of resilience, education, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. The law, a powerful weapon for change. Throughout history, the law has been a tool for both oppression and liberation. It has the power to shape societies and transform lives. Thurgood Marshall excelled in school. From a young age, he showed a keen intellect and a passion for learning, traits that would serve him well in his future endeavors. He graduated with honors from high school. His academic achievements were a testament to his hard work and determination. He then went on to Lincoln University, a historically black college in Pennsylvania. Here, he was surrounded by peers who shared his drive and ambition. There, he honed his debating skills and developed his passion for social justice. These experiences were crucial in shaping his future career. Marshall's thirst for knowledge led him to Howard University Law School in Washington, D.C. This institution was a beacon of hope for many aspiring black lawyers. This was one of the few law schools that accepted black students at the time. It provided a unique environment where they could thrive and excel. At Howard, he learned from brilliant legal minds like Charles Hamilton Houston. Houston was not just a professor, he was a mentor and a visionary. Houston was a visionary leader. He believed in using the law to dismantle segregation and fight for equality. His teachings inspired Marshall to pursue a career dedicated to civil rights. Marshall was a dedicated student. He immersed himself in his studies, knowing that his education was the key to making a difference. He graduated first in his class in 1933. This achievement marked the beginning of his illustrious legal career. He was eager to use his legal skills to challenge racial injustice. Marshall understood the importance of the law in achieving social change. He understood that the law was a powerful weapon. With it, he could fight against the systemic racism that plagued society. He was determined to wield it effectively. Marshall's journey was just beginning, and his impact would be felt for generations to come. Separate but never equal, the fight against segregation. After law school, Thurgood Marshall began his career fighting for civil rights. He was determined to use his legal expertise to challenge the systemic racism that plagued the United States. He joined the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, an organization dedicated to ensuring the political, educational, social, and economic equality of rights of all persons. The NAACP was on the front lines of the battle against segregation, organizing protests and legal challenges to discriminatory laws and practices. Marshall traveled across the country, often at great personal risk, to represent African Americans who had been wronged by the legal system. He defended African Americans who were victims of discrimination, tirelessly working to ensure they received fair treatment under the law. He argued cases related to voting rights, housing discrimination, and equal access to education, each case a step towards dismantling institutional racism. He faced constant opposition and even death threats, but his resolve never wavered. But he never backed down. His courage and determination inspired many others to join the fight for equality. One of Marshall's early victories came in the case of Murray v. Pearson, a landmark case that challenged the segregation of the University of Maryland Law School. This case challenged the segregation of the University of Maryland Law School, arguing that the separate law school for black students was not equal to the one for white students. Marshall argued that the separate law school for black students was not equal to the one for white students. He won the case, setting a precedent for future desegregation efforts. This was a major victory, not just for Marshall, but for the entire civil rights movement. It helped to pave the way for other desegregation cases, ultimately leading to the landmark Brown v. Board of Education decision that declared state laws establishing separate public schools for black and white students to be unconstitutional. Brown versus Board of Education, a nation transformed. Thurgood Marshall's most famous case was Brown v. Board of Education. This case challenged the segregation of public schools in America. The case went all the way to the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Brown. The court declared that separate educational facilities were inherently unequal. This was a landmark decision marking a turning point in the fight for civil rights. Marshall's brilliant legal strategy was key to the victory. He presented compelling evidence and argued that segregation had a devastating impact on black children, making them feel inferior. This victory was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. It was a testament to Marshall's unwavering belief in justice. A voice for Justice Marshall on the Supreme Court. In 1967, President Lyndon B. Johnson appointed Thurgood Marshall to the Supreme Court. He became the first African-American justice, a historic moment for America. Justice Marshall served on the court for 24 years. He was a strong voice for the rights of minorities and the disadvantaged. He believed in a just and equitable society and fought tirelessly to uphold the Constitution and protect the rights of all Americans. During his time on the court, Marshall wrote important opinions on affirmative action, abortion rights, and the death penalty. He was a champion of individual liberties and a fierce defender of the Constitution, bringing his unique perspective and unwavering commitment to justice to every case he heard. A legacy of equality, Marshall's impact on America. Thurgood Marshall retired from the Supreme Court in 1991, leaving behind an enduring legacy. He helped to change the fabric of American society. His work on Brown v. Board of Education helped to dismantle segregation in schools, paving the way for integration in other areas of American life. His tireless advocacy for civil rights helped to create a more just and equitable society for all Americans. Marshall's impact extends far beyond his legal victories. He inspired generations of lawyers, activists, and ordinary citizens to fight for justice. He showed the world that one person can make a difference. Inspiration for generations. Marshall's enduring message. Thurgood Marshall's life and work continue to inspire us today. He faced incredible challenges and overcame them with courage and determination. He never gave up on his dream of a more just and equitable America. His story reminds us that we all have a role to play in the fight for justice. We can all strive to be more compassionate, more understanding, and more dedicated to creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. Thurgood Marshall's legacy is a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of equality, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. His life and work will continue to inspire generations to come.